Hi and welcome to Pumpkin's Nail Station. Thank you very much for watching today. I'm just going to make sure that the camera... Yep, thank you very much for watching today. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be using some She Modern products. I'm going to be using the neon pigment range. So I'm going to be using the orange, the pink, the yellow and maybe the green. So you would get in a typical pack, you would get your 3 products, you would get your water bottle, you would get your 2 foil art surprises, your mixing canvas and your 2 stencils, and you would get your 3 products of your choice and your water bottle. To buy these products you'd go to shemodern.com. I will put the link to the website in the description box so that you can click on there and have a good look at what they've got available, because they do have a sheer range, they have a holographic glitter range, they have a normal glitter range, they have like a glitter sheer range, so it's more of a powder glitter sort of look. So it looks like glitter but it's more of a powdery form, a shimmery form, but they're really beautiful as well. So what we're going to aim to do today, oops, everything's gone all over the place, is I'm going to aim to do a nail design like this. Just something like that, using the magic powder and the neon paints. We might not have time to stamp the design, we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to zoom in back onto the table. So we're there. So I've already prepared these paints in the dish. So I'm using a bit of pink, yellow and orange. So you would just tip these products upside down onto either your mixing canvas or your painting bowl, and you just tap it like that. If it doesn't come out, give it a good shake and especially if they've been standing a while, just give it a little shake around and a little move like that. You can label these up as well. It's got a nice triangle in the top, so you could put some foil glue, dab some of the product of your choice on it, and then put a little bit of top coat to seal it in, just so that you know what products they are when you're looking for them in a big drawer. It can be a pain going through every single item just to find the one that you're looking for. So let me just make sure that we're in the camera. Yep, we are. So I'm just going to use my water bottle that I got provided with this. So I'm just going to put a drop of water by each colour, like that. I'm going to get my mixing brush and I'm just going to dab it in to the paint when it's a little bit wet, like that, because you want a nice thick consistency. You can just soak up a little bit of the water if you think you've got too much, like that, and then you just give it a really good mix. Give it a good flatten around and a good mix like this. Flatten it about a bit and just give it a really good stir around. How I've prepared this nail tip to save time, I've used just a normal white gel polish for the base, and then I've used a Born Pretty matte top coat from the Scrub Seal coat range. So yep, that one's from the Born Pretty store. I will leave a 10% discount code for Nails of Interest because she has been given a code. So I'll leave that for you so you can get 10% off at bornprettystore.com. Then you would cure it in the lamp and just give it a buff like that, because it needs to be a rough surface for the paint to adhere to it. So when you've done that, you could get your brush and just dust off the excess like so, like that. So when you're happy that you've done all of the base work and your paint's all mixed, you would get a paintbrush and just apply some colour like that. Just do it in a really, you know, zigzaggy sort of fashion like that. You can wipe that brush, get a bit of water, put it into the orange, give that a mix. It's better if it's quite thick and not watery for this kind of thing, and it's best to leave it to perhaps dry a little bit in between doing each layer. So, oops. So you would just do that to build up your layer. My brush has just fell out. So yeah, you would just keep doing this just to make sure you've covered everywhere up. Give that a wipe, and then just get your water bottle for cleaning your brush. Just give it a little wash round, wipe off the excess. You would let this dry completely because it, you know, it's still quite wet. So I have one of them pre-done already. So this is pre-dried, pre-done. So now we would use the pink powder. If you do need a bit more water, because they do dry up quick, just pop some to the side. It's best to do it to the side because then you don't have too much water running about in your paint mix. Some paint mixes mix up better than others. So with this one, you would just add a little bit of pink to the mix. And you could get a detail brush at this point and just spread around the pink a little bit, like so. You know, you could do it a little bit in another direction, but I'm just going to do this one directional like this. No, that wasn't a joke. You could add a little bit more orange in there if you want. So yeah, we would just let this thoroughly dry after we've give it a good layer in like this. So you would do it like this and just, you know, just brush it in that sort of motion like that, really loose and really, you know, like that sort of movement like that. So we just let that dry, and while we're letting it dry, we'll just have a little bit of fun with another pop stick. So we'll just add some foil glue to this one. We'll just add some foil glue. Really thin, let it dry a second. While that's drying, we'll just tidy away what we don't need for the next couple of minutes. We won't need that, we might need that. And we will use our free mixing canvas that we get in the pack for this bit. So what we're going to do, we just make sure this is in the camera. What we're going to do is just get rid of this dirty stamper from the second video that I've just done, and all this, because we don't need it. So you turn these anti-clockwise, just pop a little bit of dry pigment. I'm not going to use a lot, but you know, you put as much as, if it gets stuck, turn it over, give it a little tap, and then just tap out a little bit more. Right, so we've got some of that colour. We'll use some pink. I'm really just showing you the techniques in this video, but I will do a full-on manicure using these techniques soon. I'll do, I might do a unicorn one using the dry pigment method and some unicorn pigment. So you would need, for this next bit, just to make it tidier, one of these. You're going to dab it in one of the powders, like that. Pick it up, a powder of your choice for the first one. Make sure the foil glue is dry. And it isn't. So just bear with me. Let me see if any of these is dry. So yeah, well we'll finish this one because this one feels quite dry. This tip just here. So what I would do at this stage is I would use a no wipe top coat. I would wipe it on. I would just wipe it on like this. If it's a brush that you're bothered about, give it a wipe on a lint-free wipe, but this one is for glitters only, so it doesn't really bother me. So now I'll just cure that in the lamp. Let's see how this is doing. It does feel alright now. So while that's curing in the lamp, we will just apply, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I'm in the camera. We'll just apply some pigment to this glued nail. So we'll just apply some like that. Turn it over, get another colour of your choice. This is really just to show you the technique. It's not very neat. It is literally just to show you the techniques. Give it a little wipe. Get your next colour. Dab it on like that. And then get your green and pop that at the bottom. Like so. And then what you would have is just something like this. So let me focus in on it for you. So you just have something quite simple like a gradient. You would do it a little bit neater, but obviously it's time allowing for me. So I'm just showing you the technique. I will do more of a neater design with these. So let me just focus back in on the table. And we've got our painted nail now, which should not have focused back out because I'm going to have to come back in and show you this. And it, you know, it looks nice, doesn't it? I mean, imagine that for a summer manicure. It would look beautiful anyway. So let me just focus back in onto my hand. Same thing applies with this. You would get your no wipe top coat. In this case it's a Born Pretty one. So you would load up your brush, make sure you get quite a bit on it. You could even just dispense a bit onto your mat, onto your canvas in advance, you know, and then get it off there like that and just give it a nice gliding. Just give it a glide when it's really loaded up. Glide, so that you don't mix up the colours. Just glide it over, just like that. So you pop that into your lamp for 30 seconds if it's an LED one. So because this is a clean napkin, I can just wipe my brush on here, or you would just get, you know, a lint-free wipe, and I've removed all the glitter and pigment from that brush. So that's just a little tip for you. This is the no wipe top coat that I've used. It's a Born Pretty store one. Can you see it? Yes, you can. So I've got a Born Pretty store one there. So this should be cured. It does cure pretty quickly, about 30 seconds in an LED lamp. I'm just having a look what time we're on. So yeah, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little stamp pattern on these. So I might go for a floral one and no, do you know what? What the hell? I'm going to use one of these new Beauty Big Bang plates that I've won. So I'm going to use that one. And then I will use, where's my unicorn? And I'm going to give you a little unicorn, why not? A little taster of what is to come in the future. I'm making a right mess here of this table. Can't wait for my nail station to be built. It is in the process. So this particular plate that I'm using here is a Beauty Big Bang XL 007. It's the unicorn one. You can buy these plates separately or as part of a pack. I will leave the link in the description box on where to purchase this from. So we're gonna have a lovely baby unicorn. Why not? I mean, on top of this, you could even use some Beauty Big Bang Aurora unicorn pigment as well on top of this design that I'm going to do here. I have done it in the past and it looks absolutely stunning. The picture is on Instagram, what I did, so check that out. So I'm just going to line this picture up that looks just like that with the nail where I want it. Slap it on, make sure it's been pressed down all over, remove it, and there it is, a beautiful looking unicorn nail. I mean, could you imagine that on your hands? Yep. Comment below if you could imagine this unicorn on your fingers in the summer, sparkling away, because these neons do have glitter in them, so they are absolutely beautiful. They are, honestly. So, and they're so beautiful to work with, so easy, so light to use. So I'm just going to clean off my stamper head, get rid of that plate. And then I'm just going to use another one of these plates that I won in Jelly Lucius's giveaway. And this one is the Aztec one, and it's Beauty Big Bang's XL 006. So, can you see that? So we're going to go for like an Aztec-y pattern, something like, maybe like that, or one of these or something like that. But I think I'll go for something bold, like that one. So that's the design that I'm going to go for. So I'm just going to focus this back in on the table. So we'll go for something like that. Go for these lines. I mean, you could even put some gems on this sort of pattern, on the joins of the lines. You could put some gems or something like that for something extra. You could even layer them up with some She Modern foil arts, stuff like this. So you could layer a lace design with like a flower or something like that. So let's focus in on how this looks. Sorry. Yep, there we are. So there's the two finished nails that we've done today. If you could imagine yourself wearing any of these, please hit the like button and comment below where you would wear them to, or what colours that you would probably paint with, or yeah, just some interesting designs, what you would come up with using the products that I've showed you today and in the video, in part 2 of this video as well. Just want to say thank you very much for watching today. I hope you have a lovely bank holiday if you live in the UK, or I hope you're having a great summer wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to sharing another video with you next Sunday. Bye.